Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you a quick catch up of where I am with Use It Up. I don't record all my videos, all my layouts because I just don't because I don't always have time to think about recording them while I'm doing them. But I thought I'd just give you a check-in of where I am. So this was the layout I had done before I started recording. This was the layout I did during the recording and still absolutely love it. I did this layout using one full piece of the background paper, one of my favorite pieces, one of the cut aparts, three of the tags, and then a bunch of ephemera, the puffy stickers, some of the tag cut aparts, and a few of the chipboard stickers. So did that page. Then I finished this page. And in this one, I stenciled in the background of a white piece of paper. And then I tore some of the other paper to kind of make some layers. And then I used one of the cut aparts. I popped up one of the die cuts. And then I have some die cuts, the stickers, a bunch of the die cuts, the chipboard, some more tags. I layered some tags up over here. This was in the die cut. This is one of the cut apart tags. Have one of the journaling pieces, cute little flare with my bee on it, one of the chipboard clouds. So really cool, use a lot of it. So 4 pages. I know I have a page somewhere that is not in here and I don't know where, but I did do one page before this. So here's what I have kind of left. I have just a few tags. I've used quite a few of the tags. So I have a few of the tags. I'm really holding out to use the one that says love, which is right here. I'm hoping to be able to use that on one of my pages. So I have the tags. This is all of the scraps I have left. I've really used a lot of the paper when I've used it. And then I have this big sheet of this paper. This cut aparts, I've only used this one cut apart, and this is one of those that I really, really love. So I will definitely be using this. The 3x4 cut aparts, this is the one paper I don't like. So I'm definitely going to find a way to use these cut aparts, but not all of them are calling to me. Like I don't garden, so these two, so we'll figure something out. We might break down and make a couple of cards. So I'm thinking about maybe making some cards like with the Life's a Garden Dig It, putting that on the front of a card. So we might go rogue and make a couple cards with this. Then I have this one other piece, and honestly this is like one of my favorite papers, so I'm kind of saving it. But I knew I didn't have enough paper. So this is the only really full piece of paper I have left. I knew I didn't have enough paper. So if I've added a few cardstocks from just my collection. Now, I have a bunch of solid card that I have kept for, the 20 years I've been scrapbooking, and I just go and I have it all stored by color, and I just go and I pull. So I pulled these colors. Now this yellow is a little bit more yellow, and this pink's a little bit more saturated, but I think these are all work. They're all in the same family. So I've pulled these so that I have some options to use with either my scraps, with this cut apart sheet, or with, and I think I'm going to use this plaid piece. So I have all that. I also have these two kind of bigger scraps of other card that I used in the pages. And then I have quite a few embellishments left. So my voiceover cut out on the video I recorded with my phone, but I'm here now to finish the voiceover. Basically, I was telling you that I have a lot of embellishments left, a lot of stickers and chipboard. I've been using a lot of the die cuts. And now I'm going to show you just another page, just another process video for another page I have done with this collection. This time I knew I needed to make my own pattern paper background because, as I said earlier, I have used up most of the patterns. So I started with that olive card. I took a stencil, the plus sign stencil from Simple Stories, and I used the Snowstorm Nouveau Mousse. It is my favorite Nouveau Mousse. I've been using it for a while, and it is almost gone. Then I used 3 different oxide sprays. 2 of them are the Mica Mists that were special collections. One was Flickering Candle. The other is Peppermint Twist. I don't think you can get those anymore, but if they come out with them again in Halloween or Christmas, I highly recommend because they do have quite a bit of shine. And then I use the saltwater taffy. Those are just three colors that go really well with this collection. Now I am adding a bit of ribbon to the edge of that one paper just to kind of give it some definition and to break up the edge between the paper and the olive green. This ribbon comes with every time you buy something from Michelle at My Little Scrapbook Store. She wraps it beautifully and always includes ribbon that color coordinates with whatever you purchased. So I actually got a bunch of ribbon that color coordinated with Full Bloom at one point because I bought the Full Bloom collection. So it's really cool that she does that. She purposely tries to give you things that match up. Now you're seeing I am using just scraps. So that green piece of paper is a scrap from one of the other pages I did. The pink in the background is a scrap. I am using that love tag that I cut out and the lovely day cut out. Some die cuts. That die cut says love you. And I am just really trying to use up the things that I have. So I'm trying to place them strategically. So you'll notice this is me using the scraps in the size that they have and me just trying to make the best of the fact that I don't have a lot of paper left. So basically it was two scraps of paper, the green and the white with the pink flowers, and then some of the cut aparts. That's all I had left, or all that I used on this. So think about adding a colored card on the background because it does give a little more interest than a white cardstock, particularly if, like this pink paper and this white cut apart, they already have a lot of white. So adding a white background would have been problematic. I would have had to do something to it anyway. So adding the color and the white plus signs let me use this darker cardstock, made it seem like a pattern paper, and yet gave a little more interest, at least in my mind and in my eye, than just using a white cardstock. I am adding more of the die cuts. I'm really just trying to use the die cuts. I have a tendency not to use them all up, and this time I'm just trying to use them all up. Also have a couple of my Flair from Dottie About Flair. I do have a code for Dottie About Flair now that I am on the design team, so I'll add that to the bottom as well if you're interested. This is not an official Dottie About Flair layout yet, but this is, you can still use my code if you're interested. I did add this little chipboard that was like a seed packet. Nothing to do with the pictures, but just really liked how it looked. So one of the other things I'm really trying to do with this particular layout is put the red around it. So if you see, there's not a whole lot of red. The love is a really solid red. And I needed some other red in the layout to kind of bring it around. So I'm adding, the lovely day is in red. I'm adding that banner from the sticker sheet up at the top. I love that banner. I'm adding a few stickers, but I wanted to have that red, that pop of red from that one die cut there at the bottom. I'm just really playing around with the things I can add. I'm trying to just use stickers. Now I am not normally a more is more person, but this is one of those times when I'm just going to do more is more. I added those flowers on top of that tag. I thought it looked cute. I really, really wanted to add that rainbow, and I just could not find a place to put it. Oh, I did. I found a place right there at the bottom. I'm struggling with all of the rainbows in this collection because a lot of them have smiley suns attached to them, and that's just not doing it for me. So I pulled out a bunch of the hearts from this collection. So there's an orange one, a pink one, and then I think I have another red one. I'm going to add the red one down in the corner. So I'm just popping the red around just to have some red in different places. I love having just the colors kind of go around. The peppermint twist that I did put on the background, splattered background, is red, and so it adds a little pop of that red too, just so you have it. I do find sometimes splattering red is problematic because it looks like blood, but this particular red is a good red. Now these snails are all over this collection, and I really thought about, do I really want to put snails everywhere? But I've been just adding them in the bottom of the pages. They're just adding a cute little interest to different parts of the pages. They're adding color. So, if you really, really don't love it, then don't put it on there. But for me, it certainly was cute and just to add the little snail. Um, I am probably not going to use some of the like the gardening gloves and the gardening tools. Those will probably end up just going into the recycling. I know myself well enough to know that that's not something I'm ever going to use. And here's the thing, I am getting more than enough use out of these sticker sheets. It is okay to say some of this you're not going to use. It's okay. You can do that. It's your collection. There may be somebody out there that really wants a gardening set, so ask your friends, but don't feel like you have to force something onto a page that you really don't like. That is my TED Talk on embellishments for the day. I did add this L Studios date stamp. It's a little different than some of the other date stamps I'm using, but it just happened to fit the space. So I put the date stamp right there on that pink card. Now I'm going to add my journaling on the side. I'm just going to journal about the wedding and that this was the day that we kind of took a walk and it was really nice to see the kids get married. So thank you so much for watching and thank you for joining me and in the Use It Up challenge. It's inspired by Heather's Crafty Life. She has her Patreon, and hopefully you guys check that out in my last video. But challenge you too to find that collection that you've just had sitting in your drawer, sitting in your space, or on your on your desk, and you either say, "I love it so much, I don't wanna waste it," or you say, "Oh, I just don't know when I'm going to use this." Get it out, pull it out, and get it used up. If you're like me, you'll find it really invigorating. I have loved these last 5 layouts. I've loved the opportunity to work with a collection, to make it work, to pull the colors together. It's been so much fun. I really recommend that you do that too. And thank you so much for sticking with me and watching this. There'll be a close-up at the end. I think I'm frozen here. Maybe I'm just thinking about something as I'm writing. But I'll have a close-up at the end. And please, you can find the Full Bloom collection still at My Little Scrapbook Store. So thanks, everybody. Bye-bye, and have a great day.